are driving in a tunnel Elon Musk built. This is the future. Welcome to Hawthorne, California. This is a weird thing. I flew all the way to California to look at a hole in the ground. That's right. The Boring Company, Elon Musk's little pet project to alleviate traffic congestion, is coming to form tonight. He's gonna announce it, talk about it, possibly let us ride in it. I don't know what the surprises are gonna be. But we're here. I'm here with Zach. He's holding the camera.
What's up?
I'm gonna take you along for the event, show you what it's all about, and then hopefully it's more exciting than just seeing a hole in the ground, but we'll find out. Alright, so we're at the event. I just had a yummy hot dog. They have fried chicken here. There's not as many people as there were for the Model 3 or the semi-truck event, which is cool. I got this little token that says the Boring Company number 57. That means we get to go on a ride. I already went through the tunnel. You already did? Yeah. What? Thank you very much. It's amazing. Tell everybody what's inside of the tunnel. It's like a tunnel. There's a light in there. You go in a Model X. Okay. And you drive through the tunnel. It's amazing. Like it's amazing. It's like a roller coaster. How's the s'mores?
It's good.
Good?
Tastes like it was made with a flamethrower. So this right here is just a shrine of all of Elon Musk's tweets about the Boring Company. As the machine, the boring machine, is boring through the ground, it's laying these concrete slabs around the tunnel as it's finishing. So it's pulling the dirt out, putting the concrete slabs in place so it doesn't collapse on itself. This machine right here is another one of the boring machines, but it's not the actual one that they use for this particular hole. It's one that they're gonna retrofit for the next hole. The machine over here is the actual one that bored the hole that we're gonna ride in a little bit later, and you can see like the giant corkscrew and like how it used to crush up the rocks.
I'm glad we brought Zach. He's smart.
So it's one machine that can accomplish the whole hole, and it's all autonomous, which is pretty cool.
We are officially going into the tunnel for the presentation. People are gonna be up around it surrounding. I'm in the tunnel. This is so cool. I think it started. It's real quiet all of a sudden. Something's gonna come out of that tunnel, and I hope it's a roadster or a pickup truck.
Oh, dude, if it's the truck, I'd be so stoked.
I hope it's pink, just to troll Zach.
I would buy it right now, even if it's pink.
Elon Musk that just drove by you.
That's awesome.
Thanks for coming to this hole in the ground. We're gonna make sure everybody has a chance to ride through the tunnel by the end of the night. I do warn you, it's gonna be a slightly bumpy ride. It's a little rough around the edges. Traffic is soul destroying. It's like acid on the soul. It's horrible. It must go away. We're gonna do all sorts of brick kits. And that concludes our presentation.
That was Elon right there in front of us.
That was good.
It's pretty interesting. It's a great solution. When he puts it that way, it's a no-brainer. There's our tunnel. Elon Musk Boring Tunnel. The guy that I was pointing to earlier was Franz. He's the chief designer that designed the Roadster and all the different cars. He's right there. I talked to him a minute ago and I asked him, I'm like, hey, how's the Roadster coming? And of course, I'm not gonna tell you what he said. I can't tell you what he said. I don't want to put on camera. I can tell you that he said he's more excited than anyone to get it. So he's anxious for it to get out there. But have you seen that car that went out to space? The first gen Roadster? Well, this guy right here, Eli is his name. He made this comic, The Adventures of Starman. What's the story about?
It's basically real life. It documents Starman, Elon Musk loading Starman into this roadster and blasting him out into space.
No way.
It's the beginning of the series, so we're working on episode 2 called Big Oil Strikes Back. Big Oil is going to be the supervillain who teams up with the automakers to try and take down Tesla and Elon.
This Starman is mine. I'm taking this home. Thank you, Eli. All right, we're down in the tunnel. It's about maybe 45 minutes after Elon spoke. A few cars have gone, and it looks like it'll be our turn up next. It's just the Boring Company employees in here, and then Zach, and then a couple other people. And then up top, there's a huge line of people waiting to go on it. I'll show you what it's like to go in the Boring Tunnel in a Tesla. It doesn't sound all that boring to me. You ready for this? Are you ready? I'm ready. Oh, man. Oh, she's green.
All right, you guys ready?
Here we go, let's do this. Oh, yeah, okay. Now we're rolling.
Is this you driving? I'm just on the gas pedal. See the track that Elon said was a little bit bumpy?
Yeah, he said eventually it'll be like smooth.
Yeah, exactly. So those alignment wheels are riding on this track, and that's
Okay.
the vertical surface you
Wow,
see there.
that is so cool.
We are driving in a tunnel Elon Musk built.
Oh my
This is the future.
God.
There's our ride that we just went in. It's a little dusty. Security gate. But before we go too far, a little fun fact. There's a Model S in front of us that's actually Elon Musk's Model S.
No way.
We kind of snuck into that thing. We just stayed down in the tunnel the whole time. We didn't have to use our token. They thought that we were with Franz, and we went first out of everybody. As a huge line of people just waiting, I'm so grateful that we just made it through before everybody. Holy moly. I thought that it was going to be one of those tracks that you saw in the animation where you would stop on a track, it would go down, your car wouldn't even, the wheels wouldn't even spin, and you would just go along this track. But for now, what they're doing is basically putting these wheel rigs that can be rigged up on any car that is electric and it has autonomous driving. Because then what he's thinking is they can go up to like say 150 miles an hour and have one car a second going, which typically on the road, it's like one car every 2 seconds is the max. Because the cars can stop and they see each other so much better with the radar and their reaction time's better, they can just follow each other going 150 miles an hour down the tunnel. I thought that was cool. Zach's the engineering expert. He loves building things. What did you think about the actual ride in the tunnel?
The ride was bumpier than I anticipated, but Elon did preface that by saying it wasn't smoothed out yet. Eventually it'll be smooth as glass. Right now it's just like a rough prototype.
It's funny because it's not even like it was just smooth turns. They would have parts that would go like this on the side, and you'd be riding and be like, whoa, and everybody kind of like went, whoa, in the car.
I don't know if it's like 256 bits.
All right, good news, found my buddy Ben.
Tesla knows how to throw a party. The Boring Company, no exception. The real story is these chicken sandwiches from Howlin' Hot? I don't know.
I haven't had one yet, but Casey Neistat, you saw him earlier and he was like, you gotta get a chicken sandwich. I'm like, okay, I'll get one.
I like the idea of the concept behind it. The more you can do anything innovative and interesting in that space is worthwhile doing.
So tonight, one of the things that Elon talked about was the speed of a snail, that it's actually slower than a snail, but they want to try to get to the speed of a snail, which sounds like it's really slow, but it's actually, when they build tunnels, it's incredibly fast. So he has this snail from SpongeBob, Gary the Speed Snail. That's him, he's in a pineapple. So tonight we've seen a snail in a pineapple. We've seen medieval guys fighting, like seriously fighting. We rode in a tunnel in a Model X, super crazy. We met Elon Musk, we were standing like 5 feet in front of him. It's one of those things where it's like, do you want to go see a semi-truck? And I'm like, I don't want to see a semi-truck, but I went. It ended up being an incredible night with the Roadster. Tonight I'm like, do I want to see a hole in the ground and fly all the way to LA just to see a hole in the ground? And at first I was like, that sounds really stupid, but this turned out to be a really, really cool night. Elon Musk puts on a great show at any of these events. So if you ever have the chance to go to an event, I definitely recommend it. even if it is a boring hole in the ground.
Jerry rig everything.
What's up?
What's inside?
This is how we do it.
These guys are lighting. They're just going hard on it. I love it.
This is our
Look at Ben.
And just all of the collaboration right here. 3 different.
Zach's got his
I
light
love
over
it.
here. All the lights inside of there are orange. It's really annoying for the camera.
The lights outside aren't even on.
They're not on. So we've got Ben, Teslanomics. Subscribe to Teslanomics just for the holding of the lights.
Forget
Thank you.
PewDiePie.
Forget PewDiePie. It's all about Teslanomics.